turn that on right before I had to cough. Okay, I don't have to cough. Let's look at the plants before they go to sleep. And that's the upstairs tent. I mean, they're usually in a plastic bag with water and a tissue. Keep checking and water them as they start to pop up and stuff. I'll spray them. But they don't need anything right now. That's 15 plants right there. 15. And I only have, I'm gonna have a pot / soil problem again. Only have, yes, I'm gonna have a pot shortage. No, I'm gonna have a soil shortage this time. I had a pot shortage last time. The soil was disappearing. It was going lower and lower in their pots. You would think after all these years of growing, I would be more on top of the fact that the soil dissipates inside the pots. I know I've added soil to pots before. It's just something I completely wasn't thinking of and didn't do at all. The roots were exposed and the soil was all really shallow in there. So I went to the bin and I started taking the pots that I got ready for the seedlings and dumping that soil into those plants because I had already prepared them. So it was like sitting there ready. So I have to go re-soil all those pots now because I used all that soil to top those plants. I added, how come I can't think of it? I'm trying to think, down to earth, this stuff. Vegetable, a tomato garden, vegetable and tomato garden. So I added that to the soil. So didn't add any bone meal to it, just that fertilizer, which should do fine. That tomato fertilizer should be good. But what's happening? Oh, and look, it's all drizzly and it's gonna be cold tonight. Well, that was it. We just had our 2 warm days and now we're back into cold weather for a couple of days. So the April almanac is up and there's timestamps in the description and probably in a comment where you can just find your area and click on the timestamp for your area. Try to make it easy. We'll look at the downstairs tent next time. Okay, bye. So I'm going through my cure bag. So I was gonna grind some, but it's actually a little too moist for that. Oh, it smells perfect. When they get totally dry, they're easy to kind of clean up from that point. Just kind of lightly scrunch it and all those tips, the dry tips, will kind of crumble away. They'll just go crunch. They're turning into nice buds as they dry out here. They got a little flattened when I put them in here to get the air out. I flattened the bag, but I think they puffed right back up. The bags find a way to get air in them eventually, but very slowly. The bags work really good. And leave the bag open for 15 minutes, hoping that I don't forget that I did this. There have been days where I'll find a bag like this just sitting here and realize I had it open, and this is what it's like when it's done. I think I broke it down a lot and the plant kind of had small little buds on it. And since this had a little moisture in it, I'm gonna leave it open for just a bit too. The joints should roll up nice from that. And I usually keep some shake around to mix in with the joint material first to keep the weed from being too strong, and also to mix, kind of tamp down the strength of it if I have any left anywhere. Sometimes I've got a little stash, just a little bit. This in here, I have that. Oh, there's some shake right there. I'll add that to it. This was in the bottom. I bought this screen on Amazon thinking I would need it for something. And it works well as a scraper, like a card scraper. All right, so that should do it. Just gonna make myself something to smoke. Can't wait. That's my cure for now. This is insane what just happened. I just saw a weird thing sticking off of Bindy's neck. Out of her neck. It was like this. The collar was on. It was attached. It was just sticking out like that. At first I thought it was like somebody had fucked with Bindy and like done this to her. But then I realized she must have just been going through a fence and just caught it. And then, I don't know, somehow, well, it looks rusty, so it was probably broken. But look at the way it caught her. And she was just running around with it like that for however long. Oh my gosh. That's crazy Bindy. There's a guy in the neighborhood that like whoops and whistles. I can't even do it. And you can hear him right now. So I figure he probably has Tourette's or something, and that he's like warning the neighborhood of stuff. So like an alarm going off. It's like an alarm. Well, he goes by, he's like twing, twing, twing. Whistling, whistling. He does it like 3 times a day or so. That car parks there a lot. They know I don't want them to. They just do because they can, so they do, even though it's right in front of my house. That's always fun. And then I heard that and I was like, oh, maybe that whistling is like maybe a sign that there's activity on the street and maybe it's the person that owns that car. So I went running to see how close I had to park that car. And in that house, they've said a couple times they don't like when my truck sticks out like that, but that white car is theirs and they have a driveway. So they take up the spot in front of my house and then they tell me I can't have my butt sticking out into their driveway corner, and it makes no sense. And then that neighbor is parked in my, like right there on the corner. Doesn't give me an inch. They don't park directly in front of their house. They park one in front of my house and one in front of theirs, and they leave me nothing really because they just don't give a shit, I guess. No, I've had a couple tails. It's my thank you, Robert's Place. I was able to pop a couple of seeds in that little seed popper thing he got me. I don't want to take the tops off because I only have one hand and I'm going to jolt it around too much. I do want to see inside. Finally, it's time to take the tops off and spray a little bit. So these are going to be autos, more reptilian bastard. I double planted a few of them because I really want that yield, not the yield, the amount of plants. I want that number of plants. So I really made sure to double up on ones that I was serious about. I just heard honking horns. I might want to just leave this location. I love my house, but this location is just it's starting to, after 6 years, starting to grate on me. Oh look, they put a nice new, see that's the cut through right there to get to that road over there. Hopefully they'll take that gate down so that we can have access to it, because that's a very important spot to park in the winter and to cut through. And my parking spot out front is totally screwed all the time. Okay, I'm gonna get some things done because I just got home, and then I want to look at the flowers. This one's gonna be all right. And our blackberry muffin, this is our short blackberry muffin. There's a big, taller one downstairs with a lot more arms. These are going along really nice. They all just came up over the net and now they can stack. So just kind of watching that go on now. And the lemon doing its thing, where it's up and over. This one's gonna be frosty. Got my errands done on this rainy day, and I'm back home, ready to figure out some of my new equipment that I got, or that I gotta check out. Okay, let's go, Billy.